Houston, we have a problem. I bet you didn't know the real story behind these famous words. The year was 1970. 3 astronauts embarked on a daring mission to the moon. They were part of Apollo 13, America's 3rd attempt at a lunar landing. Little did they know, their journey would become a testament to human resilience and ingenuity. Their story would grip the world. It would remind us of the power of teamwork and the audacity of dreaming big. This is the story of Apollo 13, a mission forever remembered by the chilling words, "Houston, we have a problem." The world held its breath. The fate of 3 men hung in the balance. Apollo 13 was more than a mission. It was a crucible, a test of human limits. And in the face of extraordinary challenges, the astronauts and the team at Mission Control would demonstrate the very best of humanity. They would show the world that even in the darkest of times, hope and ingenuity could light the way home. But here's what might surprise you. What if we told you that, despite being inside one of the most sophisticated machines ever built, the astronauts saved their lives with nothing more than duct tape and plastic bags? And what if the spacecraft didn't land on the moon, but NASA still called the mission a success? This is the real story of Apollo 13, how a near disaster in deep space became one of the greatest comebacks in history. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories from the past. Apollo 13 was a symbol of ambition. It followed the triumphs of Apollo 11 and Apollo 12. The mission carried the hopes and dreams of a nation eager to explore the cosmos. On board were Commander Jim Lovell, Command Module Pilot Jack Swigert, and Lunar Module Pilot Fred Hayes. Their destination, the Fra Mauro Highlands of the Moon. The launch was flawless. The Saturn V rocket, a marvel of engineering, roared into the sky. The crew was in high spirits, their sights set on the lunar surface. The initial stages of the mission proceeded smoothly. The crew conducted routine checks, their voices filled with the excitement of space travel. They were adventurers, pioneers venturing into the unknown. But fate had other plans. A critical malfunction awaited them, one that would test their mettle like never before. 2 days into the mission, disaster struck. A routine procedure turned into a nightmare. During a stir of the oxygen tanks, a loud bang echoed through the spacecraft. Warning lights flashed ominously. The spacecraft shuddered, its smooth journey disrupted. Confusion turned to concern as the astronauts struggled to understand what had just happened. Jack Swigert, his voice betraying a hint of urgency, uttered the words that would forever be etched in history. "Houston, we've had a problem." In 1995, Hollywood released the movie Apollo 13, and they slightly changed the real-life phrase from "Houston, we've had a problem" to "Houston, we have a problem." That small tweak made a big difference. Since then, the line has become one of the most iconic quotes in film and pop culture, often used to signal that something's gone wrong. But let's get back to our story. Those 5 words, "Houston, we've had a problem," sent shockwaves through Mission Control. The calm demeanor of the flight controllers vanished, replaced by a sense of urgency. The eyes of the world turned to Houston, watching and waiting as the drama unfolded. The mission to the moon was now a desperate fight for survival. The situation was dire. Oxygen levels were plummeting. Power was critically low. The command module, their lifeboat for the return journey, was crippled. The astronauts in Mission Control faced a daunting challenge: how to bring 3 men home safely from 200,000 miles away, with limited resources and time quickly slipping away. The decision was made to use the lunar module, Aquarius, as a lifeboat. It was a risky plan. The lunar module was designed for a crew of 2, not 3. It was meant for a short stay on the lunar surface, not a multi-day journey back to Earth. but it was their only hope. The astronauts huddled inside the cramped lunar module, their breath forming icy clouds in the frigid air. Fear and uncertainty hung heavy in the air, but so did a quiet determination. They were not giving up. They would fight to survive. The challenges were relentless. One of the most pressing was the rising level of carbon dioxide in the lunar module. The life support system was overwhelmed. The air was becoming toxic. Failure to act quickly would be fatal. Engineers on the ground worked tirelessly, racing against the clock to devise a solution. They had to find a way to make the square carbon dioxide scrubbers from the command module fit into the round openings of the lunar module system. Using only materials the astronauts had on board, plastic bags, cardboard, and duct tape, they came up with a makeshift adapter. It was a testament to human ingenuity, a triumph of improvisation under unimaginable pressure. The astronauts assembled the device, their lives depending on it. And against all odds, it worked. The carbon dioxide levels stabilized, buying them precious time. With their lives hanging in the balance, the Apollo 13 crew accomplished a critical maneuver. They used the moon's gravity to slingshot their spacecraft back towards Earth. This free return trajectory, a last-ditch effort to get them home, was fraught with risk. One wrong calculation, one mistimed burn of the engine, could spell disaster. During this maneuver, the crew experienced a communications blackout. For what felt like an eternity, Mission Control was blind to their fate. The tension was palpable. Every second felt like an hour. Then the faint signal returned, bringing with it a collective sigh of relief. The astronauts were alive. They were coming home. The journey back to Earth was grueling. The lunar module, designed for a short lunar hop, became a cramped and frigid life raft. Temperatures plummeted, forcing the crew to huddle together for warmth. Food and water were rationed, each sip a precious commodity. Sleep was a luxury they could barely afford. Yet through it all, their spirits remained unbroken. They relied on their training, their camaraderie, and their unwavering will to survive. They shared stories, cracked jokes, and found solace in the support of their families and the team at Mission Control. They were cold, exhausted, and scared, but they were not broken. They were determined to see their loved ones again. As Apollo 13 approached Earth, the final challenge awaited re-entry. The damaged service module, jettisoned before entry, revealed the extent of the explosion. The heat shield, their only protection against the searing heat of atmospheric friction, was potentially compromised. The world held its breath. The communication blackout during re-entry was agonizingly long. Minutes felt like lifetimes. Then the crackle of static, followed by the reassuring voices of the astronauts. They had made it. Apollo 13 splashed down safely in the Pacific Ocean, greeted by the cheers of a relieved world. The astronauts, weak but exhilarated, emerged from the charred spacecraft, forever bound by their shared experience. Apollo 13 was a mission that defied the odds. It was a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a shining example of what can be achieved when ingenuity, determination, and teamwork converge. Though they did not walk on the moon, the crew of Apollo 13 achieved something far greater. They reminded the world of the power of human resilience. The mission, deemed a successful failure, yielded invaluable lessons for NASA. It led to significant improvements in spacecraft design and safety protocols, ensuring the success of future missions. But more importantly, it showed the world that even in the face of catastrophic failure, hope could triumph. The story of Apollo 13 continues to inspire. It reminds us that even when faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles, we are capable of extraordinary things. It highlights the importance of adaptability, problem-solving, and unwavering faith in ourselves and those around us. The legacy of Apollo 13 extends far beyond the realm of space exploration. It serves as a timeless reminder of the power of the human spirit, the importance of collaboration, and the boundless potential that lies within each of us. It is a story for the ages, a testament to the audacity of dreaming big and the unwavering courage to never give up hope, even in the face of the unknown. Thank you for staying with us until the very end. If you enjoyed this journey through history, please subscribe, like, and share. Drop a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to check out our other videos for more incredible stories from the past. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious. Thank you for watching.